Hi folks, can a wine made from no less than 8 different red varieties really be any good? Italy's Dezzani reckon it can. Let's check it out. OttoBucce coming right up. Hi guys, a very warm welcome to yet another edition of Big on Wine, the show which, as you know by now, brings you news, clues and reviews, indeed about everything in the world of wine. And my wine of the week for this week is none other than this one. It's OttoBucce Piemonte Rosso, and the vintage is 2015. And this wine comes in for a price of just over €10 a bottle where I am. Okay, let's put the wine down safely there. OttoBucce. Yes, indeed, 8 skins, OttoBucce, and indeed made from 8 different red varieties. Let's run through those varieties very quickly. We have the Albarossa, the Barbera, Bernarda, Cabernet, presumably Cabernet Franc, Cabernet Sauvignon, Dolcetto, Freisa, Merlot and Syrah. Now, I don't think I could list any more if I tried, just off the cuff like that. 8 different red varieties in one wine. Now, this is DOC Piemonte and produced by Dezzani. Now, Piemonte or Piedmont, as we probably know, is in the extreme northwest of Italy, just before the Alps begin. Dezzani, in fact, are based up in the hills, about an hour or so east of Torino, Turin, up there, of course, the famous car-making city. The wine itself, of course, if we look at the colour of the wine in the glass, is roughly, what would we call it? A kind of a light to medium red in colour. It looks quite nice, a little bit translucent there, so we're looking probably at a reasonably medium-bodied wine here. Let's have a look at the nose and see what we get in terms of the nose of this wine. Now, in the nose, it's not particularly strong in terms of aromas. We're getting perhaps most prominently a touch of cherry in there. Could also be a little bit of plum in the mix, so cherry and plum. There seems to be something a little bit other than that as well. Let's have another quick sniff. Possibly a little bit of cranberry. There's a little bit of Christmas tucked away in there as well. Quite interesting. Now, this is a relatively powerful wine in terms of alcohol, 13.5%. And quite interestingly, there is a little bit of residual sugar in the wine as well. Okay, let's try this now in the mouth and see what we can find. Okay, now let's run through the characteristics. Medium tannins, slight puckering of the mouth, but nothing really particularly strong. So medium tannins in this wine. A little bit of residual sugar, so not quite dry at all. An easy drinker, I think, as a result. So this is a wine which would appeal to many. Relatively easy to get used to drinking this wine, I think. Medium-bodied. It does have that slight dryness in the mouth associated with maybe a touch of leatheriness there as well. So a medium-bodied wine with a little bit of residual sugar, not fully dry. Medium tannins, spicy notes, and perhaps even a little back note of vanilla in there as well. Quite good acid, a very juicy wine, a very, very easy wine to drink. Cherry, perhaps, is the dominant flavour in the finish of this wine. So in the nose, cherry, cranberry, a little bit of plum. In the mouth, medium-bodied, little touch of sugar in there, medium tannins, traces of vanilla. Cherry leaves its mark in the mouth in the finish there. Now, how are we going to classify this wine? This wine comes in where I am for between 10 and 11 euro a bottle. How would we categorize it? Is it a jack of all trades and a master of none? Very good question. Maybe a little bit uncharitable. 8 different varieties in this wine. It is a modest wine. It's uncomplicated in that sense, in the sense of the flavors it offers. But I would say that this wine is well made. Very, very approachable, particularly for people who maybe are not used to drinking red wine. This is a very nice way to get into red wines, very approachable. It's well made and the price is competitive. Now, this is a wine which you can drink as it is. The serving temperature would probably be around the 15 or 16 degree mark, so serve it slightly cool, slightly below room temperature. This would work well, you know, with pasta and pizza, a good all-rounder. It would stretch to chicken and turkey, and of course, in terms of price to value, I think we're getting a lot for our money here. Okay, let's bring you the heads up on this one. This is OttoBucce from northern Italian wine producer Dezzani, a blend of 8 red varieties from Italy's Piedmont, juicy, jammy, and just fine for everyday drinking. 10 euro a bottle where I am, and worth every penny. 3 stars out of 5. Okay guys, many, many thanks for checking out this week's video and the little introduction to OttoBucce. Now that is an easily approachable and budget-priced wine from Italy's Piedmont. Nice stuff. Okay, if you've enjoyed what you've seen and heard, then please do feel free to give us that big thumbs up, which we appreciate so much. Drop a comment down below. We're always, as you know, so happy to receive your comments, good or bad, we can handle it. Please share the video around, follow me on my other social media platforms, and hey, if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe by hitting that big red button somewhere up there behind me. And of course, I'll be back again next week with another great wine of the week for you. But until we meet again, this is Tony Melville signing off and saying, hey, take care out there, be good to each other, enjoy your wines, and cheers.